it's always trying to find ways to support and encourage our tamariki and kawaii pōhehe. Exercise doesn't have to start for the whānau when the kids actually start walking. And you'll actually find that by getting the kids out doing some exercise, and whether that's just walking, sets up lifelong habits for them. Tēnā koe. Kare he mea tuatu te hikoi mo te hinengaro, me te tinana, me te wairua. And it's pretty cool when you can achieve your goals together as a whānau. When walking with children in carriers or pushchairs, it's important to remember to protect them from the sun with sun hats and sunscreen, and keep them warm with extra layers and a hat, as they won't be moving and working up a sweat like you. I hoki atu oku whakaaro I te wā I hikoi te wā tuatahi. So I go back to when we actually did our first walk as a whānau together. And the moaning and the groaning that went on with the 10 and 12-year-old, not to mention you.
Oh, there was a lot with me. I hated it.
I guess though, at the end of it, we accomplished something together.
Yeah, and we learned a lot through it. One thing, when you make a hikoi up the maunga, you need to make sure that you've got kai for the kids. Because we can handle it, but they can't.
Yeah.
So we learned that on the way down. It was a grumpy on the way up, because I was struggling to carry all of the extra weight, which you pointed out that I had lost since we started doing the walking up the maunga. But yeah, just little things like that, just to make it more pleasurable for all of us.
I mean, I guess the reason that we started walking together as a whānau, the initial reason was piki ake te hauora o taua, so that we were both exercising and it was about our health. But then we made that decision that actually we want to be an example for our children. Yeah.
Knowing that I needed to lose some weight, and with twins you can't run off to the gym every 5 minutes, but to be able to get out in amongst nature and walk up a maunga is, yeah, it's free.
I te timatanga, right at the beginning, I mean, walking was a bit of a chore for everyone, really, because it was hard.
Yeah, but it's not a chore now because we all enjoy it.
Yeah, everybody's involved in doing it. You know, the interesting thing is though, I mean, how do you feel physically and mentally now, having done quite a few walks?
Completely different. Feel more energised, have more of a zest for life.
Ko te mea nui kia au, the biggest thing for me is that even though I haven't seen major changes in the girls, I know how I feel when I exercise. I know I feel better, I know I think clearer, and I know that they will be benefiting from that as well. But I guess the other thing, tāpiri atu ki tēnā, is that exercise and walking becomes the norm for them.
Yep.
So, you know, even if it is walking to school, even if it is walking from home to the shop, etc., it's actually not that big a deal. Te tiro atu.
Hey.
Te tiro atu ki te paurewa teitei. Yeah.
Hey, it's the waka.
E haere ana I runga I te moana. Pai tēnā ne. Ko tai tātou ki te tihi o te maunga. Woohoo! Hurrah! We made it! One of the hardest things, I guess, with planning to take the kids for a walk is actually keeping them engaged, because we know that kids can get hoha, right?
Yep.
So some of the ideas for us that we use with our girls and with the boys also is just pointing out things, observing things so that their attention is distracted.
Yep.
Hey?
Yep. You know, if we make it interesting for them, it becomes fun. They forget about how hard the walk is, and yeah, by the end of it.
Nō reira, hei whakatepe ake. So I guess to kind of bring everything into a nutshell, I mean, why wouldn't you walk? It doesn't cost you anything, and the health benefits are massive.
Huge.
We're experiencing all of that, and we want to make sure that our kids know that doing exercise and doing things as a whānau is just normal. It's just what you do.
And fun.
Yeah, and it's fun. Oh yeah, fun. That's
Always
right.
got to be fun.
You do the fun bit.
It's got to be fun.
Yeah. Nō reira, me hoki atu ki te waka? Hoki atu ki te waka? Ai, mea haere tātou. Mea haere.